Yo, what's going on, faithful out there? Listen, we told you guys we were coming back to break down the inactives for this game. While we have the graphic already for this 49ers side of things, we're going to break that down again really quick. Quarterback Joshua Dobbs is officially inactive. Running back Christian McCaffrey is officially inactive. Cornerback Darrell Luter Jr. officially inactive. Safety Talanoa Hufunga officially inactive. Defensive lineman edge Yetur Gross Matos is officially inactive. Linebacker D Winters officially inactive, and then offensive lineman Ben Barch officially inactive. Tony, let's talk about the surprise here. Everyone is talking about it right now. It's going to make his headlines. I've been telling you guys for a couple of days now that I thought that the Christian McCaffrey injury was more significant than what they were letting on. I told you guys I wouldn't be surprised if he missed a couple of games. They're telling us now that they expect him to be questionable already for next week's game against Minnesota on turf. Is that who we got next week? Yeah.
They're
already.
I would, if you're sitting him this game, you definitely sit him next game on that turf. Definitely. It is what it is, man.
What changed in the matter of he's playing, and that was just yesterday at the press conference. Meanwhile, I kept trying to tell, Tony, I wish people took our word for shit. It's because we are the nobodies of it all, right? We don't have oh man, I never saw Mike at coffee with Ian Rappaport, so he's not telling the truth. Why don't they just listen to us sometimes? It wouldn't be as many shocked and surprised and disappointed people if they just listened to what the hell we were saying.
Because we don't know nothing.
We tried, man. I swear to God, we tried, man. Anybody else on this inactive list stand out to you, Tony? Anything that's concerning to you?
Yetur Gross Matos, he was the depth guy. He was the number 3 defensive end who offered you flexibility inside on passing situations. But, you're playing it safe right now. It's week 1. You don't want to lose these guys early. But this, by all means, it's a game you want to win. I think the way the Niners' schedule is set up, they need to come out hot and start hot and get on the streak because they got a tough schedule on the back end.
You know what I just thought about, Tony?
What?
If the Niners come out here and dominate in this game, and let's just say we drop 42 on these boys, right? Let's say Mason and Garindo and whoever go crazy for 170 yards on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's egg on the Niners' face either way, right? You just gave Christian McCaffrey all this money, or isn't it bad either way? Isn't this a lose-lose for the Niners? For the front office, front office. Bad.
I'm not going to say it's a lose. I would say, it raises a question. I think Christian McCaffrey is too good of a player to think it would be a lose-lose situation because if you think about it, if they have success and you're resting without injuring Christian McCaffrey, I'm not going to say that's a lose-lose.
Right.
I think this team realizes, especially by with Elijah Mitchell gone, they kept Mason around. They drafted Garindo. You got Vaughn on the practice squad. I think this team realizes they overworked McCaffrey last year. I think they rode his back. This is a story that makes he did a lot for this team last year. I'm not gonna lie. Purdy did too. They all did together, but the focal point of the offense was McCaffrey. And, was McCaffrey 100% in the playoffs in the Super Bowl? No, he wasn't. So maybe they're going in with a plan of let him get 100% healthy. You get this guy Mason reps, so if there's a problem down the road, he has experience now. He's been a starter. He's played with success. So I'm not going to say it's a lose-lose. I'm just saying it just raises a question. That's all.
All right, let's go over the Jets official inactive list for tonight's game. And, Tony, we will break this down as much as we possibly can. A name that you guys are not going to see listed. He is not active on their roster, and he's not active for today's game. He's also not listed as inactive because he has not shown up since they acquired him via trade. And that is Hassan Reddick. He owes the Jets over $5 million in fines so far. This was the situation that the 49ers were trying to avoid with their own Trent Williams. So I feel like we have to kind of go over this list here. This Jets injury report. Tony, can you see that? Can you read that or no?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, why don't you go ahead and break that down? Read the names on the list, and I'll let you know if they were starters, if they weren't starters, and so on and so forth.
None of these guys are starters, I don't think. Max Mitchell is a backup tackle. Israel, I can't say his last name.
He's their he was their third string right tackle.
He's a change of pace back, the running back. Carter Warren's
Conda.
the guy. The two guys that really stand out on this list is Eric Watts and Leonard Taylor, and it just goes to show you how deep the Jets defensive line is. Leonard Taylor was an undrafted free agent. I think Eric Watts was he an undrafted free agent or a late round pick? Two guys that they just refused to let go because they would have been swapped up quick as shit. They're two talented players, man, and I'm gonna say I wouldn't mind to have one of them tonight on our side. That piece for the outside.
Yeah, they are both undrafted free agents. They're the Converse or Jarek Bernard Converse is their second year corner who was not penciled in as a starter, but he plays behind DJ Reed. So he's the closest to a starter I see on this list. And as far as tight ends go, Bates, he didn't even make some of their team's depth charts. So he must be like one of those special teams guys.
Yeah. He played good in the preseason, man. He got some pressure off the – damn, Fred Warner's huge. God damn. Dude's a monster. Never mind.
Aren't you glad he's on our side?
Oh, my God. Look at him.
Tate is another guy that isn't listed on some of the depth charts. So it is what it is. I mean, the Jets are, for all intents and purposes, the Jets are fully healthy, just minus Hassan Reddick. They are healthy,
yes,
and ready to go, and they're going to present a problem. Tony, I have not been this excited for a football game in a very, very long time. Again, it comes back to the unknown. I think Kyle Shanahan is going to unleash Brock Purdy. I really, really do. I really do. And I could be wrong. Who knows? I could be wrong. It could be like a shit show when we get out there. I think that this defensive line is ready to get after Aaron Rodgers. I think that mobility is going to be up for test. Aaron Rodgers hasn't been hit in 2 seasons, guys. He hasn't been hit in 2 seasons. This is going to be a big moment for the 49ers. This is going to be a big, big moment for that defensive line. And I, for one, couldn't be more excited. I just want to let you guys know to be prepared. Do not expect Christian McCaffrey to play next week either. They are not going to put him on IR. They're not going to put him on short-term IR or anything like that. And in my opinion, it's all because of the contract that he signed. He would lose some money if that were the case, and I don't think the Niners want to do that to him. But it's okay. We're in good hands. I think Mason is going to go do just fine, and I wouldn't be surprised if Isaac Guerendo leapfrogs. Taylor for the next running back.
That's what I want to see, who the first back is off the bench.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting to see, right? Like that's got to be the dope thing to look at, right? Like that's got to be exciting. Like who's going to be the fourth wide receiver? I'm not worried about the third. We know it's Ayuk, we know it's Debo, and then we know it's JJ, right? We know it's Juwan Jennings. Who's the fourth guy, right? Are they going to give Ronnie Bell a nod? Is it going to be Chris Connolly? Is it going to be Cowling, right? Like the rotation of the defensive lineman. We want to see the depth now all of a sudden for the 49ers team, right? I want to know, is it Eric Saubert coming out in the 2 tight end sets, or is it Jake Thomas coming out with Kittle?
No, I think it'll be Eric Saubert.
Right. So these are the things that I'm looking forward to right now. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I am not worried about this 49ers team without Christian McCaffrey. I'm not. If anything, I think that this tells, hey, Brandon Ayuk, you wanted the money, you wanted the holdout, time to step the fuck up. Now it's time for you to show up and show us what the holdout was all about. Show us the weapon that you claim to be. When we target you, make a play happen, big boy. Hey, Debo, wide back. You worried about your future here? Come out here and earn it. Get this extension time right now. Kittle, you've been battling some injuries for a long time. We need you, big dog. Time for you to show up. Trent, you got your money. You're paid. You're here. You told us you were returning healthy. Oh, That's the other rumor I wanted to dispel really quick, and then we're getting out of here so we can kick off on the other show. Trent Williams is not on a snap count the way that they're reporting it. When they report that someone's on a snap count, it is literally a controlled number of reps. Here's what I can guarantee you guys. If this game for some reason goes into overtime, Trent Williams will play. He is not on a snap count in a traditional sense. He is on a snap count in a sense of he will finish the series. And when he comes to the sideline, they're going to ask him every single time, how do you feel? You think you can go out there for another series? And as long as his answer is yes, he will continue to go out there every single series. He is not on a traditional snap count. All right. So if you want to put that little conspiracy theory or that rumor to bed right now, Trent Williams is not on a traditional snap count. It's not like, oh, he's only going to play 30 reps. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's not how it works for Trent Williams. That's not what this situation is. Maybe that's how it works for some other guys. We've seen that be the case for certain guards with the 49ers, right? But that's not going to be the case today for Trent Williams. All right. That's all I got, Tony. You got anything else before we get out of here?
No, I just want to watch the game.
There you go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Huh? And for those of you that want to watch it with us, man, head on over. The show is already set up. We're about to get going in there very, very soon. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Come watch it with your favorite 49ers YouTube creators or some of your favorites or maybe some of your most hated. Still, come watch the show with us. I don't give a shit where you have me ranked. Just come watch the show with us, all right? Patreon.com/NB9ERS. We'll see y'all there. Peace.